High interest rates have forced the housing market into a difficult correction that should force it into balance after years of heightened demand and limited supply. That was the takeaway from Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell after the central bank announced its third consecutive rate increase of 0.75 of a point. Now the cost to borrow has roughly doubled this year because of the same high inflation the Fed is fighting. Those higher interest rates has crushed housing demand because buyers are now paying significantly more to get a mortgage on the same priced home. Home prices have started to fall on a month-to-month basis. Although they are still up compared to the same time last year, the goal is for demand to more closely align with housing inventory, which has been limited for a variety of reasons, including years of underbuilding and rate lock, in which potential sellers are more hesitant to move because they will lose their low mortgage rate. From a business cycle perspective, this difficult correction should put the housing market back into better balance. This means the housing market is changing. It was incredibly difficult for buyers to get a home at the beginning of this year. That's still the case, but for an entirely different reason. When mortgage rates were near record lows in January, the home buying market was incredibly competitive, with buyers offering well above asking price and waiving contingencies just to get a chance. Now, with mortgage rates above 7% for the very first time since 2002, the difficulty has shifted to being able to afford a home to begin with. That shift is stiffening demand, but it has not eliminated it. Part of that is due to demographics, with millennials just hitting their prime home buying years. So when all of this economic uncertainty has settled, there will be long-term purchase demand in the housing market. Even with the shift and the changing in housing market, home buyers still have opportunities. Higher mortgage rates means it's more difficult to afford a home now, but the reduced demand also means less competition. That gives buyers the opportunities to get a home for much less than listed price, which helps reduce required down payment amount. Also, try to have sellers contribute toward closing costs or paying mortgage points to bring down the high interest rate a bit. Overall, it's a more balanced housing market right now. This is Cindy Chen at Cindy Chen Realty International. I will bring you more market updates next time. Stay tuned.